What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is something a little bit different. I haven't actually done a video like this before, but I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and advice on how to grow your team with a budget or completely no money spent. So we'll go ahead and get into tip number one. Alright, number one, you always want to make sure you're doing challenges, even if you don't really want the person or the reward at the end. The XP it can give you and the coins it can give you is it's worth it all around. Right now, I recommend doing the Ultimate Kickoff promo and NFL Epics if any of those interest you. Rival is also good, and make sure you're always doing the level challenges whenever you level up, so you can upgrade your Andre Johnson and get more XP that way. Now, the second tip is sets. Sets will help you a lot as well. Especially these superstar MVP sets. I personally did not do these challenges. I was trying to get other content out at the time. But if you did do these, that's good. If you still want to go back and do them, that's great too. Doing the challenges can get you players to turn in for these players. I'll give you a look at them. There's Lamar Jackson, there's Tyrann Mathieu, there's Zeke, there's Myles Garrett, Tyler Lockett, Davis White, and it just goes on from there. Turning them in can get you players easily, especially getting NAT players. Personally, I like to not have a ton of NAT players on my team because it's harder to get rid of them with having to replace them or buy someone from the auction. Last year, EA actually had a exchange set where it was like if you weren't using a 89 to 90 or 91 92, you can turn those in and it'll give you like a random 93 94. Yeah, so for right now, I did just double check. They do have the player exchanges out, and right now it goes up to 85 to 86. So like I said last year, that will go up to where it's like a free 93 94 if you turn in players and other overalls. I think it went up to 95 last year. So hopefully it goes up higher this year, but I wouldn't count on it. But this is a very easy way to get the overalls you need or just easy players to fill positions. Next, I'm gonna give you guys a list of players that are pretty cheap, but they play very, very well, and it won't cost you very much. All right, first of this is Trey Waynes. He has 90 speed as an 84, and his zone is 76, and his man is 79, which is it might not be the highest right now. But if you want to power him up, expecting he will get cards in the future. But for right now in the game, if you need someone pretty cheap, I think he's around 45K. So a little bit more on the expensive end for a budget. But he is a great corner, and he does impact the team. All right, next up is this Cam Akers. He has 88 speed. Again, he's an 84. He goes for around, I'd say, 40K. So again, a little bit more on the expensive end for an 84. But starting out, he has 75 break tackle with 88 speed, so that is very good at this stage in the game, especially if you just need a very solid running back if you're more a passing team. But even if you are more running, I think he could probably make the cut too. I would recommend him if you like more of a power back, then I guess maybe powering up Bo Jackson and just using training would help. But I think as far as like an elusive back like this, Cam Akers is definitely the way to go. Alright, next we have this Devin Bush. Devin Bush is an awesome user. Starting out, so he has 86 speed with 85 hit power. That is very, very good for an 81, especially if you're using him, if you like to use the linebacker. He does come with the abilities because he's the MVP promo that came out, so I recommend him as a middle linebacker if you need one or just to fill the spot. Either way, whether you're going to use him or not, he is a must-need for a budget squad. Also, real quick, I forgot to say it, the Devin Bush goes for around 15K, so he's very cheap. Alright, next up, though, we do have this Dante Hall. Starting out, he has 83 speed, and his catching is not great. But I promise when you power him up, he plays amazing. I have him personally, and on kick returns, I have probably 1 or 2 kick returns all year with him, and I'm not even good at kick returning. So he is very good for kick returning, and as a slot receiver, he is super fast. He gets a lot of touchdowns for me. He is probably my #1 target when passing the ball. So I highly recommend him. He does have an 89 or 90 card, although it's very, very expensive. So if you want to just kind of invest in the power up and then use a power up pass on that later when that comes out, I would recommend that. I think that's a great idea, especially as a kick returner. But yeah, I definitely recommend him. He has great speed. His catching does get better than what you see on the screen. But I think if you need a good slot receiver, Dante Hall is your guy. Another defensive player I think you should get is this Tre'Davious White power-up. You can power him up to around 81 or 82 before you need his elite card, which goes for around 35K. But this card itself is just 9K, so if you just want a corner to fill the spot with, this is a great idea. If you do have coins in the bank and you want to just buy the elite card and the power-up, that's great too. It'll cost you around probably 42K, around Cam Akers' price. I actually pulled a 87 quick sell, which was very, very, very lucky. So I had a lot of coins. I ended up buying his 86. So I have him powered up to 87. So he's very, very good for me. But even before then, when I had him just at 84 powered up, he made a bunch of plays too and locked down fast receivers like Dante Hall. So I recommend him as your corner. And again, he's probably, if you want the elite and the power up, it'd be around 42K. Alright, now I'm going to give you guys a look at my team personally, who I have. I have the Cam Akers myself and the Dante Hall. I also have this Eric Ebron, who I didn't show you earlier because I want to show you him now. And he is not very expensive at all. I want to say probably around 20K, unless his price has gone up or down. I'm honestly not sure. But he has great speed for a tight end and great catching. So I highly recommend him if you just need a tight end. But if he's open, definitely give him the ball. He is very solid. And then this is what my defense is looking like. Again, I did pull the 87 quick sell, which helped me a lot with filling a lot of positions, like this 84 Kevin Byard and this 84 Jamal Adams. So if you have the coins, I do recommend them too. I want to say I got Jamal Adams for around almost 50K, maybe 40K. So again, on that more expensive side. But if you do have the coins, I think that could be a great idea. I cannot talk. Also, I want to say there's a house rules out right now, which is college overtime rule. So it's a ton of fun. The rewards are on the left. You actually get a token at 10 wins for you can turn into get an 88 hero. I would wait on that in case they come out with more heroes this Thursday for the second part of the Ultimate Kickoff promo. But I would definitely do the college overtime rules, especially if you don't want to do challenges. You can still get a token this way. Just get the 10 wins. Whenever House Rules comes out, I also recommend doing that. That can get you rewards very easily, and a lot of times it's pretty fun too, so you can't really lose. Also, again, in case you didn't really know or haven't really looked into the new Ultimate Kickoff promo, I'm going to go over that real quick. Alright, so once you get into where it says 88 overall hero NAT, there's 2 spots for tokens. You can get these through challenges and house rules. This will be available Thursday when the next part of the promo comes out. Hopefully we will see more heroes, but I don't know if that's for sure or not, unless one of these players is really, really huge for you, you really need the position, then I would just go ahead and pick one of these up. But otherwise, I would wait. Another way to get the heroes is turning in 185, 283s, and 481s to get 188. There's not really a reason to do this if you're not going to sell them. Alright, and then the master for this week so far is this Byron Jones. Now, if you have these 4 players and you just want to do it, then go for it. When you get him, you get Byron Jones, his power-up, and you get to select 2 of these heroes to get back as NAT. So you can't sell them, but you do get 2 of them back. So let's say you want to trade in all of these to get Byron Jones, and you need a running back and you need a defensive tackle. You could select Todd Gurley and Linville Joseph if that's what you wanted. But yeah, that's all for the Ultimate Kickoff promo so far this week. I'm not sure what they'll be adding to it this coming week. Obviously, I think Thursday is the second part of it. If there are not new heroes, there will definitely be new just cards and packs, 81s to 85s. There will be new ones of those, so if that interests you, then that will be happening this Thursday. Alright guys, that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully maybe this helped you out or gave you some ideas of who to pick up. If you have any suggestions of who I should pick up or someone maybe I missed, comment down below, let me know who I should pick up next time. This is my first time doing one of these videos, so hopefully it did help you out. Leave a like and subscribe. I want to say my next episode of No Money Spent will be out later this week. I'm not totally sure. Let me know if you want me to do more of these videos. I can give updates whenever new promos come out on this type of stuff or more just budget players in general. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.